Hi, my name is Edwin Hubble, and I'm going to tell you more about my project. So, my project examined the relationship between the distance and the redshift of galaxies. And in case you don't know what redshift is a measure of recession speed based on the idea that visible light is shifted towards less energetic red end of the spectrum as it moves away from the observer. When you see the red light being emitted by a galaxy, you know that the galaxy is moving away from us. Basically, the purpose of the project, what I was really trying to find out was it was expanding on an older research project and just clarifying what they had found. Prior research had been done, but again, it wasn't very clear on what they were trying to say. So we proved that the universe is expanding and the galaxies are moving away from Earth at a rate proportional to their distance away. My project started over in Mount Wilson Observatory in California. I arrived there at the same time that the new Hooker telescope was being put in. This was, at the time, one of the very most powerful telescopes in the world, and I was super excited about this opportunity to work with it and, get to put in my research with that telescope. Other significance that happened all around the world at the time. Well, Wall Street was crashed. It was a pretty tough time for the United States, and we were on a very long road to recovery because of Wall Street and all that. Many researchers had their works discontinued due to funding being cut, but I was super lucky. That didn't happen to me. I kept my funding, so I kept on pursuing my research and getting it done. However, of course, it wasn't just me. I had this person, Henrietta Swan Leavitt, is a researcher from Harvard, and her discovery helped me observe Cepheids over time and measure their brightness. In addition to Henrietta, I also had Visto Slipher. He was from Arizona, and he helped by measuring Doppler shifts of spectral lines, which supported what I had already found. And my trusty assistant, Milton Humison, who helped me in so many ways. Milton, he was my right-hand man. If I needed something done, he had my back. My role, of course, was I was in charge of leading the research. I had, as I mentioned earlier, my assistant with me also. We both worked very diligently, and we published our works in 1929. And people have wondered, everybody does research. What kind of impact did yours have on the physics community, And it was sometimes regarded, I would like to think, as the most important discovery in modern astronomy, due to the fact that it proved that the universe is in fact expanding and not centered around the Earth. By showing that other galaxies existed, scientists had a better idea of the concept of the size of the universe and all the possibilities of other planets. The classification system for galaxies that I created, now known as the Hubble sequence, have been used by other researchers for nearly a century. During the time, it really shook up the physics world, but now it is very widely accepted. And people said, but Mr. Hubble, we heard that you didn't really plan originally to do research like this. Well, didn't you want to go to school to be a lawyer or something? The answer to that is yes. It was really my dad's idea. He wanted me to go to law school, and I went, but it was terrible. I did not like it at all, and so I ended up stopping that path and decided to pursue astronomy. So now you know more about me, Mr. Hubble, and my research that I did. Peace.